What's up, y'all? We are back with another episode and just in time for the holidays.
Yes.
Holidays and creeped up on us, but we're prepared. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Jackie.
And I'm Shani.
And you are watching and listening to the Mocha Message. Yes.
Let it snow. Oh, remix.
Hey, let it snow. Outside is cold.
What's good, everybody? So, I thought this would be a perfect time since we're now on video. You can see us, you can get in the mood with us to have a holiday season or episode. Like, let's do a holiday episode. So we really just kind of, reflect on the year, what's been going on. I mean, the year's been flying, obviously. Like, it's freaking crazy.
Right.
But, talk about some goals for next year, just really kind of recap and wrap up. An amazing 2022.
Yeah.
Some really, really cool stuff has been happening.
Yes. 2022 has been legit. I mean, if y'all watched the first episode of us here on video, then you know that our 2022 has been taken off, right? And one of the major accomplishments, I mean, it's a given, but us jumping the video, right? Like, seriously, we've really been doing this thing.
And it gets easier every time. Like, y'all know we are not, the biggest tech geeks in the world. We kind of have some hesitation sometimes with new stuff when it comes to technology, but I feel like every episode it gets a little bit easier.
Facts.
We get a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. So it's been great. It's been really good. And how has the reception been, you think?
I think it's been pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I know one of my areas of improvement for 2023, I was about to say 22, for 2023 is to, push on social media and stuff like that a little bit more. I think if we did that, we'd really be taken off. But so far, folks have been resonating with the content. Yeah. People have been hitting us up either separately or in our DMs being like, hey, I appreciate y'all covering this topic. I feel seen. I feel heard.
Definitely.
Which has been really cool.
Yeah, it's been dope. It's been dope. So we're excited to be with you guys. We have a cameo from these lovely cookies right here.
Come on, plug.
Plug to the Lilybud Bakery offset of Point Cuisine.
Come on.
So if you guys have some cookies, some sweet treats, some hot chocolate, whatever, I just want you to pause really quick, go grab your treats, come back, and we're just going to all sit here and chat while, we're not going to be smacking because...
I mean, I might gotta grab some cookie.
I definitely smack.
They smelling good. They're just filling the aura.
Yeah, we'll try not to do a little too much. Little
mukbang. Little mukbang situation.
Yeah, join us is going to be really, really cool. So, we're excited.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a pretty relaxed episode. Just us checking in, talking about our highlights. Yeah. Things we want to get done next year. And so, sure. First question for you.
Okay.
Some goals, right? I know that you're very goal oriented. Yeah. You're very conscientious of kind of laying out your year and what you want to get done and accomplished. Is there any one in particular that's at the super top of the list for you? You're I did that.
Man, I would honestly say one of the goals that I feel like I knocked out of the park this year was really just elevating all of my creative ventures, right? So us getting on video was a huge one. That was something we had talked about probably from season 2.
Yeah, she was pushing y'all and I was like, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen.
But no, that was just such a huge goal accomplishment and, just the work from us having the goal in place and getting the equipment together, doing a little bit of learning on the side of how to make stuff work. So that was a really, really huge goal that I'm super proud of. I'm also really proud of my other creative venture, which is Point Cuisine.
Come on, Coin!
This year is the first year that I actually was getting multiple paid sponsorship.
Facts.
So I was just like, hey, this is the whole goal, right? Like, let's get a little moolah while we're enjoying what we're doing. So yeah, super, super proud of myself for that, because I definitely set those two goals. Just even while thinking about what I want to do for all of my creative ventures. And like, it's one thing to have, things that make you happy, hobbies and stuff like that. But it's a whole nother thing to like continue to elevate yourself.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I was very proud about that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I, for one, must say that I am very proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, man, back when we first started Mocha Message in 2019, both of us were like hell bent on not having to use socials or anything like that. Coin Cuisine socials, my God, are on point. The TikToks are on point. The Reels on IG are on point. The posts are regular. Like, every time I turn around, I'm being fed. And I'm like, that's that consistency, man.
Oh,
so
I appreciate that.
I'm mad proud of you for that, for sure.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, those are two things I'm really, really, just really proud of. And I will also say, even if we go beyond the creative realm, I have been very, very consistent physically, like in the gym.
This drum be going off every morning, and I'm like, it's either Shani or B.
Right, like B be the only one who beat me, right? So he be up at like 4 a.m. I feel like I get up a little bit around 6-ish, but yeah, man, like that feels really good, because that was definitely something I've had that as a goal for a while.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like I'll be consistent for a little couple months and then fall off, but I have definitely been, I have some times off. For sure. Yeah. But like I've been I've been overall very consistent and like super proud of just, taking care of my body and my mental like that. So,
you've been killing it. You've been killing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're going to pass the mic over to Shani because she got some fire heat that she can accomplish this year. And
so I started off 2022 unemployed. Because I walked away from my job, right? And I really wanted to be intentional about the time that I used while I had that time off, because I used to have a tendency to like sulk and be like, dang, like nothing's lining up for me. But I really worked on like changing my mindset around and being like, during this time period, like what can you do that you may not get to do again, right?
Right.
So one of my goals was to read 22 books in 2022.
Yes.
And I just met that goal.
Period. Class for that.
I just met that goal 2 days ago. And I was really proud because I'm someone who loves to read. But ever since I went to undergrad into grad school, because so much of what you're studying consumes all of your time, like reading as a habit just fell off for me. And it was just easier to watch TV or watch movies or, fill your time with other things, scrolling social media. And I know I wanted to decrease my screen time, that to just like combat against the tendency for like comparison and stuff like that to creep in. So I was like, let me make a list of books that I want to get to this year, fiction, nonfiction, different authors that I've been meaning to circle around and check out. And so that was super dope. Spent so much time in the library.
I love the library. Peaceful.
I know they wondering where I'm at, because in the summer, like I practically live there. But since I've been working full time again, like I haven't been back as much. But that also segues into, because I was in the library so much, I really made time to journal in the morning, reflect on my time. Like what are desires that I've been wanting to do forever, like for a long time, since I was a kid, and either haven't tapped into it or maybe felt some insecurity around it. Maybe felt like I didn't have the skill set or what have you. And that's what led to the writing. And then that's what led to the Soul Bounce gig.
Soul Bounce.
So that is wild.
Articles.
Yeah, that one's wild because it's not anything that I necessarily set out to do. It kind of it came with that taking time for myself and really being intentional with the time that I had.
Right.
So that was super dope. Working a media event with Coco Jones, who I absolutely adore. Right. That was super dope. But yeah, those were like 2 big highlights for me.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Really, really good. And I just gotta echo to you. Like, I'm super proud of you. I mean, first of all, she just like very like sneakily just released the fact that she was even writing for Soulbound. Like,
yo, you always doing your story.
I'm like, bro, what? I said, let's pause. Like,
she always gonna get on me for that.
Cause what? Like, it's a huge deal. So like now, I obviously got to make sure I stay on her story just to see. Like, all right, so when we get in the next article, you know, I'm catching up after vacation. Like, and she's a really good writer, y'all. Like,
man, and I appreciate that.
One thing that Jackie has always done, like since I've known her, is like put me on like new, like and really good artists, like talented artists. We went to the Alex Isley concert, you know, this year. Like, I didn't hear about Alex Isley before I met her. So it's like you just took pretty much just like the skill and like the stuff that you already had, put it into the Soul Bounce thing, and like it's gonna go far, man.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think that I think that segues into like goals that we have for 2023. Mm-hmm. One of my goals is to be more bold. I really have a tendency to minimize like what it is that I'm doing. For a long time, I wrapped it up in this idea of humility. Like, oh, I'm just humble. Like, I'm modest. You know what I mean? But you be getting on me, man. You like brag about the stuff that you're doing. Like, make sure people know about this. It's like, we're not about to hide this no more. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I mean, that segued perfectly into that because I did like with the Soul Bounce thing. I was like, I'm just going to like put this up here, see, you know, if people rock with it, they rock with it. If they don't, they don't. But no, really being like, yo, I did that. Like, I wrote that. I put time into it. I put effort into it. It deserves to be seen. You know what I mean? And it does the artist no service if I'm not giving them the exposure. I mean, that's why I'm writing it in the first place, is to give them more shine and exposure and to introduce them to audiences and vice versa. So yeah, that's I mean, I guess you can kind of wrap that up in confidence, which is something that me and my therapist are working on. For sure. But that's one goal, is just to live like more loud and more bold. I know that's pretty vague, but I do a year-end reflection where I really like nail it down into like a SMART goal. Yeah. You know, make it specific, make it time sensitive, and everything like that.
Yeah, so I like that. That's a good one. I think for me, one of my really big goals is just to, it's going to sound very vague, right?
I mean, mine was vague too, right?
But it's like, I just want to elevate. Like, I want that to be the word for next year.
Come on.
And with that, you know, you do have to have that confidence. You do have to have that boldness. But I want to elevate in a lot of different ways. So obviously, you know, in my creative ventures, I want to elevate in like personal relationships and just making sure that, you know, I'm doing as much as I can to essentially just show appreciation to the people who show love to me.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to elevate myself. I want to continue to do things in the gym. I want to continue to like, I just started back journaling. I used to do that a lot. I stopped. I just bought a whole new, you know, couple journals. So I'm starting back journaling. Like, I want to really elevate my mental, my emotional self. So that's honestly, I just really think that's going to be my goal. Cause I think sometimes I can have a habit of just being like, all right, well, I'm cool, man. Like, I didn't get a lot, you know, like, let me just sit back, you know, no, like, let's keep the gas going. So I really think 2023 is going to be my elevation year.
I'm here for that. Listen, you know, I mean, like we said, both of ours we feel like they're vague, but as time goes on, like, we'll nail it down. We'll figure out how specifically, you know, we want to be able to elevate, or we want to be able to live louder or more bold. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, y'all are here for the journey. Yeah, so definitely. Y'all are going to watch the ways that Shani elevates and the ways that I live a little bit more confidently and louder throughout 2023. I keep wanting to say 22. Throughout 2023.
Yeah.
And with y'all as our audience, you know, check in with us. Feel free to DM us at any time. Leave comments, like hit me on my personal IG, hit Shani on her IG. And just be like, how's that going for you?
Right,
you know?
Right. If you relate, you know, if you have any advice or questions or anything like that, like we love talking. Okay?
Yes.
Like we love making connections with, you know, genuine people. So like we would definitely be completely open to, you know, having that back and forth. And it helps keep, I think, both of us accountable too. Like we keep each other accountable, I feel like. But it's always good to have a little extra accountability.
Right. It never hurts.
Yeah.
It never hurts.
Man, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it's about to be the end of December.
Facts. You know, I'm a pop culture head.
You are.
Like, I really dig into the pop culture. People be like, why do you care so much? Like, is it doing anything for your life personally? In some ways, it is.
It is. Right.
It is.
Don't worry about me.
But I thought it would be fun for us to talk about some pop culture highlights, whether they're books, something that we watched, a TV show, an album, maybe that dropped, in which I think we were kind of unanimous on the album choice for the year.
You should already know, but yeah, I like that. So, okay, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah.
What do you think about mine?
For sure. So there is, when I think about when I reflect on years and like what stood out that year, right? Like when I think 2016, I think Beyonce's Lemonade.
Yeah.
Like that was a takeover.
Yeah.
That's something that's going to stand the test of time forever, like years and years to come. When I think about 2022, one of the best and I think most important pieces of content that I consumed was Gerard Carmichael's Rothaniel. Did you see that on HBO?
No, I didn't.
Ooh, I don't want to give.
Put me on. Like, what?
I don't want to give too much away for those who haven't seen it. And this is kind of cool because then like y'all can go back and revisit the things that we talk about.
Exactly.
It's a stand-up comedy special, but it's done like never like in a way that I've never seen it before. It's funny as heck, but at the same time, it's vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it brings up so many like layers of topics that we have not uncovered and need to start like in the Black community.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to say too much.
Maybe I got a little HBO Max account. So guess who about to be watching that when we leave, okay? I'm here for that.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave it right there.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not going to say anything else, but I'm like, this is important.
Man.
Like it's a moment now, but years from now, it's really going to help us as a community have like the verbiage or at least a starting point to have like some conversations that we've been needing to have for a long time.
Okay.
And it doesn't feel like super heavy or anything like that. It doesn't feel preachy.
Yeah.
Like it's a good balance of like, oh, this is funny as heck.
Okay.
This is entertaining, but it's also like, dang, all right, that just left me with something to think about. Left me with something to chew on.
Yeah. Okay. Takes notes.
So Rothaniel.
Gotcha. Gerard.
Yeah, Gerard Carmichael.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna save my other musical piece of content because again, I'm pretty sure
we all know. We all know.
So I'm gonna get y'all for me. And I don't even know. It's crazy how sometimes when the year goes by so fast, I'm like, did that even come out this year?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I can't remember if this came out this year or not, but season 2 definitely came out this year of Abbott Elementary. And when
yes, it was this year.
Okay, it came out this year. Like I am an Abbott stan.
Come on.
So hard. And I'm telling you, down from like, obviously Quinta is just like, please give her all the flowers that she's been deserving, like for years, right? She's been putting in so much hard work. But from her just vision to the casting choices have been amazing, to the authenticity, like you're a Philly girl, right? Like I'm not even from Philly, but like I feel like, you know, I could be a part of the genre. You know, let me just slide up in there real quick.
Slide in there right quick.
I love like just the authenticity of this show. I love the fact that it is Black centered. You know, it's even giving like little Black kids opportunities. Like the kids, I feel like low key have more like talent than you would even expect from, you know, side characters. They have
their one-liners are hilarious. I'm like
so good, bro. So I'm just like, I just have to. When I tell you, I don't watch anything else live on TV but that. I'm so serious. Like every Wednesday, I don't care what's going on. I kick my fiance off the TV. Like ain't no football or nothing going on. So that we are watching Abbott at 9 p.m., bro. Like, so I just, you know, hopefully you guys have seen it, but if not, you know,
have
it's kind of like a mockumentary. And I'm a big like Office fan.
Are you?
Like,
I'm
like
not, but I love Abbott.
And Abbott, like to me, just did it in a way that's so much more authentic to my experience, you know, being a Black kid, growing up in kind of an underfunded school, stuff like that. So if you haven't seen it, like you really offbeat at this point, like please turn your TV on. It's on Hulu. I think all of the episodes up until now, are on Hulu. So
they are. I know. I gotta wait till Thursday.
Binge it, catch up. Look, because I really, 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 really like Abbott. And I don't know what else to say about it, man, without just getting too deep into, you know, potential spoilers and stuff like that. But it's just done really, really well.
It is.
And that's just a piece of media that I have consumed this year that I'm just like, I can't stop talking about it.
Honestly. And everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Like younger, older, like white folks, like everybody loves it.
Yeah, and it's just really good. It's just really well done. And it's just a testament to like again her talent and like
Black women.
Come on. And the stuff that we've been seeing, like, I feel like we've been known that Quinta was that girl. Like, from Vine,
BuzzFeed
you know, like,
days,
from BuzzFeed.
all of that.
Like, we've been known that. But, like, now to see her on a way grander stage, they're getting all these awards.
They racked up during awards. And it was rightfully so.
Yeah, it was worth it. It wasn't even just like, we're just going to give this because you, like, hot or whatever right now. No, like, it was worth the awards and really worth so much more than what, you know, they were even getting. So that's my television / like movie media.
That's a really good one.
Yeah,
that's a really good
I
one.
love me some Abbott, man. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize because it's really that good.
Yeah.
Like it's really that good.
Okay, and then I guess we can close out on the album of the year.
There's no other.
Capital THE, like, please don't even try to put anybody else in the running. I'm sorry. Like, my girl, B, with Renaissance.
Oh my gosh.
What
drugs.
Can you say? Like, what can you say about
drugs?
it?
Like, I remember I texted my friend, and of course I was joking, but I was like, I ain't never done no drugs before, but the way this album, like, injected in my veins, like, from top to bottom, like I had it on a constant loop and was just dancing and like that
just very well done. I mean, you can't expect anything less at this point from B, but I also didn't expect that, right? Like I didn't expect it to be as well done as it was, especially because, you know, this is kind of a new genre. You could say that she's really getting into just more the dance scene, like very much, you know, voguing. And this was something that I feel like she had never done before, at least on a grand scale, maybe 1 or 2 songs. Right. But like the whole project together, beautifully done.
When we talk about the cultural impact, again, the significance, when we think about her longevity and how there's a tendency, a lot of people say, you know, as women get older, they're kind of falling off or whatever.
Kids, they, you know,
and
married.
that's whatever field, like not just, you know, somebody who makes music or whatever, but we hear that all the time. She said, no, I'm getting better. Like I don't plan to stop no time soon. Like when I stop, it will be on my own terms. Like and not because y'all are telling me I've aged out or, you know, whatever. she's like, no, I'm doing this. I'm doing what I want to do in the way that I want to do it, how I want to do. That's some real like grown women. That's the kind of stuff I look forward to aging into.
Me too.
If that makes sense.
Yes. And it's so cool because, like, again, like you were saying, a lot of times I don't think we really had examples of grown women like on their stuff to look forward to, because the narrative was always, oh, you don't want to get older. You know, you get older, you get slower, you have kids, you get big, you do this, you do that. And it's like, I'm ready to look forward to stuff like, I'm trying to be in my Beyonce era, like my late Beyonce era, not even the, you know, DC era at this point, right? Like, I'm trying to be on that type of time, because she is confident. She is secure in herself.
Yes.
She knows what she wants. Like, at this point, she makes quality music, not for anybody else pretty much but herself.
Yeah.
And like the quality speaks for itself so much that like, you don't have to worry about, oh, is she, you know, like I feel like some artists, they pander to the TikTok, you know, era of stuff. Oh, well, I know I could get me a Grammy off of this or whatever.
Little sound bite to get trending.
She doesn't pander. And the quality, again, it just speaks for itself. There's nothing else that you have to say about it. And I love that.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else really to say.
Oh, no, it's not.
It speaks for itself.
If you didn't have...
what you about to say?
If you didn't have Beyonce and or Renaissance in your Spotify rap, your Apple replay top 5, don't be taking up the tickets next year on the tour. I'm gonna just let
you see how I was laughing, got mad serious. Like, yeah, that's not right. That's not right.
For the real fans right here. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I ain't trying to be, you know, edged out of a ticket because somebody who only knows two songs
wanna.
No, this ain't.
Don't do that.
I'm
don't
sorry.
do that.
You may have to get a resale. You may have to watch the Netflix special that comes out, the HBO Max special that comes out later. Because that's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna leave that right there. Like, I ain't got time because I got my coins ready. Okay. Like, we've already discussed this. Like, let's just come up with a budget.
Right.
You know, whoever gets
a little Beyonce fund set aside. Like,
I ain't got time.
Whenever I'm like, I think I want to go to Zaxby's. Nah, girl, pocket that money, put it in the Beyonce fund. Put it in the Renaissance fund.
I ain't got time for y'all. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it. You posted. Did you got tickets? Let me see those.
Did you listen to the whole album? How often?
What's your favorite song? And if you say "Break My Soul" or "Cuff It," I ain't with it. Cause them TikTok songs, I ain't with it. Like, nah.
Name at least one transition.
Right. Come on.
One major moment. You gotta know. You gotta know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Yeah. But yeah, we just wanted to kick it with y'all, do a light episode, definitely. More relaxed, just, you know, check in, see how y'all are doing. We'd love to know how y'all are doing, what goals you set, what goals you met this year, what goals you are setting for 2023, and one like cultural moment or artifact or something that stood out to you throughout, you know, this year. Something that you'll look back on and want to pass down to future generations.
For sure. No, definitely. So yeah. I think, is this gonna wrap up our 2022 episodes?
Wow.
Like, I feel like the next one after this is gonna be in 2023.
That's wild.
Look, y'all, if we don't, you know, get to talk to you or see you, have a great holiday season. You know, take some time and relax, spend time with your loved ones. And we will definitely catch you guys hitting the ground running in 2023. You know, we always come with 23. We got you. We got more to come.
Yep. So. And, you know, stay tuned. I think, you know, we might be coming up on an anniversary pretty soon, so. You know, so you never know what comes with that, right?
Exactly.
We stay with things up our sleeves.
Exactly. For sure. So.
But on that note, we love y'all, appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, all of that good stuff. Yes. And yeah, I think,
See y'all next year.
See you next year.